whole new healthy theme for the
Yep.
cafeterias.
Yep. Okay, that's Disney. That's Disney. It's trying to work an angle to get into Disney.
No. If you know the extension number of the person you are trying to reach, you may dial it at any.
I don't make a habit of leaving messages. I just call back. Like a lot of times people are like, oh, why don't you leave a card? And I'm like, nah, I'll just come back. Because, you know, a long time ago, somebody told me that if you build your business on callbacks, you won't have any business at all. So I'm not a big message leaver.
Who else you know got phone numbers to blow? Been so searching in songs the same.
Favorite? Okay, I'm the guy that makes them, right? My two favorite, mango and blueberry raspberry, but strawberry lemon is the number one seller.
360 got them bankrupt. Like where your money?
Some samples out in the car. I want to bring it in, let you try it. If you like it, maybe we can carry it here. 7-Elevens. Yeah. It's the number one seller. Okay. Yeah, we're out of Brooklyn.
Arizona.
Oh, you were in Arizona?
Around.
Wow, brother, you be moving around, man. The one farmer's market gave them all the other farmer's markets. One that turned into 4, might be 5.
Just some silly memes. Shorty bottle poppers and pain. In back of limousines. Took her on a trip. Over at money and business schemes.
Start doing some samplings. And the more spots it is, you know how it is, man. If you see something once, you're like, oh, that's interesting. But then when you see it in multiple places, you gain confidence in it. Because you're like, yo, I've seen that in a bunch of spots now. I'm going to get one. Hey, look, dude, prior to this product didn't fucking exist in South Florida, right? It's like there were some people who saw it on the Warped Tour that really liked it, you know? And then now all of a sudden, here you are, knocking on one door after the other and making the market, right? It's like filling freezers. That's what it is, dude.
One day at a time.
That's what it is, dude. One day at a time, one freezer at a time, man. That's it. And they add up. You see this? You see it like
Oh, for sure.
a couple weeks ago there were no dots on the map. Now we pull up the map and there's fucking dots for days.
Yeah.
Like there's some dense ass spots now. That's pretty exciting.
Yeah, I just saw.
You know, the one thing super interesting. You've been down here. You know the deal. It's you know, I'm fortunate we got one of our guys down here, him and his lady, you know, they're both Puerto Rican, and so they're really rocking and rolling. My Spanish, I'm good enough to be dangerous. You know, I can get the deals done. Muchos tiendas. 4 flavors, gratis. ¿Dónde está tu jefe? Compras uno. But when it starts to get into like real deep conversation, I get lost, and I don't like to be, you know, feel like I'm faking the funk, you know. So I try to avoid that. Don't get me wrong, I try to pick up as much as I can. I've probably learned a good 15, 20 new phrases and words since I've been here. But those guys, my dude and his lady, the fact that they are, you know, Spanish speaking first. This is a Spanish speaking first community, you know, which is interesting. You know, it's just, and the other thing that's super interesting too is that it's not like a lot of, look, you know, it's funny because we were joking the other day, like, yo, people think Spanish speaking, they think, oh, it's just Mexican. Like, nah, man, it's not just Mexican here. This is Mexican, this is Puerto Rican, this is Cuban, this is Venezuelan, this is Guatemalan. And every single one of those cultures has got a different palate. Yeah. So we're seeing all sorts of different flavors, you know, like, which is super interesting as well. I was kind of talking about the other day, you know. But, so it's definitely, you know, much more of a basket of people here, you know. You know, it's like Latin America, which is, you know, super interesting. We actually went to Cayocho the other night, which was like this big celebration of Cuban culture.
It's a 16, kill him in this city, bury on, barely able to breathe, keep peace, or carry on, loading trucks, and day we going on tour, spend life waiting for this, my ground shaking applause, my fam been on my shoulders, my back aching is yours, I could've called it, you isn't ready for war, the different lies behind the side that they show, acts and when curtains.
How many times we were at La Playa, probably 5 times we stopped at La Playa. This guy here is our 4th stop in. Finally got him. You know, no jefe, no jefe, no jefe, no jefe. Stop it! Too jefe. Never stop. You can't ever stop. You just gotta keep pushing. Like, it's like, how many fucking no's does it take for us to get a yes, right? How many times we have to walk in these places before we finally get it? But once we get them, then it just keeps rolling. Keeps rolling. They never go away. They never go away.
Follow up, and then I'm like, all right, I'm getting rid of these fucking cases. I'm going into food down. I'm throwing them all in.
That's it, dude. That's the mentality, man. That's the mentality.
So, he's all on board with it. So I told him I'd follow him up with him next week, the end of next week, let him know about when I want to come and do the food sampling, and then go from there.
My man, closing the first food. Yeah, that's the first food town in Cool Suppliers.
Yep.
You landed the first food town.
Nice.
Yeah, man. Phil Freezers lands the first food town.
For real.
My man. Now that's definitely what's up, man. That's definitely.